Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back for another episode. I felt that this one was fitting by the time you listen to this. This will have been a week ago. But after with the day I had yesterday, I felt the need to really push forward a couple of different pieces. So the importance of a backup plan, an emergency kind of stash per se, that I'm going to talk about that. And then what really good quality things I suggest in a time of recovery and healing. So for those of you that don't know, it would have been yesterday, today, when I'm recording this, that my daughter, I got a call from school and she managed to knock out her fr two front teeth at recess. She ran straight into a pole and somehow hit like right at the top of the roots, did not break her nose, did not get a concussion, but hit right at the top of the roots, and her two front teeth just slid out in perfect condition. Insane. So much blood, so much pain, so much swelling for the poor girl. Her lip is so big. But she's gonna get healed up. They put the teeth back. The teeth are in good condition. Thank God, two amazing nurses and really good friends of hers at school, and an amazing dentist for squeezing us in, right? So getting past all of that. The backup plan, right? I always have something. I have like a backpack or a bag, right? You might have like a purse or you have like a sling bag or something that you throw on to go anywhere, right? If you're running out of the room, you're grabbing that. So I always have something in that bag for a just in case the kid's blood sugar drops. Not that they have usual issues with that, but if they worked out really hard, whatever. If my blood sugar drops because like I've been through something big, or if we're like in an emergency situation and nobody ate something, I have a backup snack in there. So yesterday I had some almonds, but I also had a Power Pro bar from First Form. I also had a meat stick in there from First Form. So these options, like they're good to have on hand. They don't really spoil very quickly. They're there in case we need them. When I got the call, I was literally like one warm up set into my workout. You should have seen my outfit. It was to die for. Um, anyway, turned off the music, grabbed my bag, jumped in the truck, got to school, and the day went from there. I found myself like 2.5 hours later sitting in the dentist office, and I'm like, wow, I'm really hungry. Because I hadn't eaten, like I had my pre-workout meal, but I hadn't had a post-workout shake. I hadn't had, any of my normal stuff. I didn't have lunch. And so I dug out the Power Pro bar and had that. And I like the Power Pro bars because they are pretty darn clean as far as ingredients go. They're a whole food-based bar. They've got a decent amount of fat as well as protein in there to help keep you fuller longer, those kinds of things. So I like to have that on hand in there. So I chose to have that. And it's just good to have like a backup stash of something in the bag that you grab or in the vehicle that you drive, in your office desk at work, that kind of thing for those emergency oh crap moments. Because I think it's just really, really important. So think that through. Where can you stash some things that you're not going to just grab because you grab? Where can you put them and know that you'll have them when you actually need them? I think that's a really big piece. So, moving from there, recovery, right? Whether it's you recovering from being injured or sick, or if you've got a kiddo or somebody you care about is trying to recover. So like Shay right now, clearly lots of swelling going on in her mouth. She can't really eat very well. She can't chew very well. Swallowing is kind of a task. So we have to do a lot of really soft foods. And the girl would live off of ice cream if I let her, but I'm not going to do that. We have some like come on. But I really focus on really high quality options for the most part. And you should too, especially during a time of really high stress on your body when you're trying to heal, when it's trying to heal, it's been through a traumatic event, which trust me, doing that to yourself and then 3.5 hours in the dentist office and so much lidocaine and then shoving teeth back in places like, oh, so your body's been through it and it's burning a lot of calories to try and put itself back together. And so recovery is really key. What you choose to eat is very, very key. So like for her with a mouth injury, right? And this may not be the same for you. You may have broke a leg, right? You can eat how you need to, but just keep in mind protein is going to be absolutely fabulously key. So, protein is the building block for all of the things in our body, not just muscle. So our immune strength, it's also the building block for our hormones and our enzymes, and it's the building blocks for our bones putting themselves back together and that kind of thing. So if your body is trying to heal from something or a traumatic event or a sickness or an illness, more protein is going to be very, very helpful for it. So we're working on a lot of protein intake. So things that I'm having her take in are like our just ingredients bone broth soup. Very easy for her to kind of like sip and swallow, that kind of thing. Comes with, that 9 to 10 grams of protein in it just by itself, which is great for her. We've also been doing a lot of yogurt drinks. So like Chobani yogurt drinks or protein shakes. So we either do, like a just ingredients protein shake, or she'll do like a Formula One clear protein shake that tastes like lemonade. So it's a little bit different for her. But those options really help give her some things to get protein in. We're also doing just ingredients muffins because they'll be really easy and soft for her to break apart and just sort of like swallow instead of trying to bite into it. Very delicious, has plenty of protein in it. Also is going to help just like give her some nutrients that are really, really clean, because minimally processed foods at this time are going to be very, very helpful for your body. When we have foods that are really processed, our comfort foods, when we're sick or when we're trying to heal or whatever, we go to our comfort foods. A lot of those comfort foods are very high inflammatory because they're packed full of excess junk that we've been talking about lately in the group, but like emulsifiers, added sugars, fake sugars, gums, dyes, all the stuff. And when you have that, when you're trying to go through a bout of healing, especially, it's going to delay that healing a lot. So we want to get minimally processed foods, really clean ingredients as much as possible to help your body just do what it's trying to do a little bit easier. So try and take in some of those minimally processed foods. So we're focusing on a lot of those things. So some other things that we are doing for her, because she can't really do a lot, is like unsweetened applesauce is going to be a decent source of some natural sugars to get in. We're also doing a lot of honey. So honey is fantastic. I actually have a whole thing about honey that I wanted to go over, whether you're sick or not, or recovering from something or not. First of all, there's raw honey versus pasteurized honey. I'm just going to hit on some main points here. So pasteurized honey is what you're going to find in the majority of stores. If it does not say raw honey on the label, it is pasteurized. Okay. Just assume it. But that means that it's been heated to a really high temperature to help with the color, to help with the mouthfeel of it, and to preserve it on the shelf longer. None of which are very beneficial to you as a human trying to get the benefits out of it. And it also kills all the beneficial bacteria and ingredients in it that are, well, not ingredients, but like compounds in it, because it's a natural single ingredient food that are going to help you feel better. So raw honey from a trusted source is great. If you can get it from a local trusted farmer, that's best. But I personally buy most of our raw honey from the store. It's been good so far, haven't had any issues. So just be aware of those differences. But benefits of raw honey are outstanding. So not only is it a source of sugar, so like right now she needs calories because she's trying to heal and she can't really eat a lot of things. She can take in the honey and swallow it. It tastes good. It also is going to give her a good source of calories. It's also going to give her a natural source of sugar, plus all these other things. So it's packed full of antioxidants, which is actually going to help protect against stress and free radical buildup. So whenever you're stressed out, you get free radicals in your cells. And that actually is what a big cause of a lot of diseases are. So we don't want that. We want antioxidant intake. Berries are another really big one as far as like antioxidants, but honey is great, especially for her at this point. Because that's going to help reduce those free radicals in her system and help reduce that oxidative stress. It's also very known for being an anti-inflammatory. So the less inflammation you can add to your body, the better right now, because it's probably already swollen wherever you're injured or trying to heal from, whether you're sick or injured. And so the less inflammation that you can add to your body, the better. So by taking in foods that are not high inflammatory things, like really highly processed foods, is going to help your body reduce that inflammation naturally. So that's fantastic. It also has an antibacterial and antifungal property with it, right? So it's actually going to help a lot to reduce bad bacteria and reduce fungal, issues in your body, which is so incredibly helpful because when you're sick or injured, you're more likely to get sick from being injured or already being sick. It can also help, and takes as a caveat, it can help to heal wounds. But in the times that this was tested, it was with a medicinal grade honey, and it had been tested to be sure that it was sterile. So I wouldn't necessarily go to Costco and get your raw honey, just where I get mine, and rub that on an open wound. That I would not suggest, but just know that that property is there as an opportunity. That's how powerful honey can be, as long as you're getting it from that trusted type of source. So just take into account if you have been injured or if you're trying to recover, know that we need to take in lots of protein, minimally processed foods to reduce the inflammation properties going into your body. And if you can take in honey, I really, really recommend it because it's just going to help you that much more, even on a daily basis, to feel better and stay healthier and get stronger faster. So, big supporter of all of that. If you guys have any questions on any of this, let me know. And yeah, I guess let me know if you have any questions about the specific products, and I will have them linked below. If you do choose to order just ingredients, the muffin mix or the bone broth or anything like that, you can check it all out for those clean ingredient options below, and you'll get 10% off using my code NHFIT on your order, which will be really awesome. I'm a huge fan of those options so far, and so are my kids. So that's a huge hit home point right there. Um, I think that's all I've got for you for now, but I just want to give you those, like, when your life gives you this oh crap moment, what should you do with it? And this is how I prepare for it ahead of time, not knowing it's coming. And this is how I react to it. So hopefully that helps you the next time that you go through some sort of event that's similar. So signing off for now. I'm going to go check on the kiddo, make sure she's doing okay. I hope you guys have an awesome day and get some benefit out of this. And as always, I'm here if you need anything. Talk to you later.